I suppose it's time I talk about this controversy. The Acolyte had writers on board who are working on the show and wrote the show who have no idea and never watched any Star Wars anything. They're completely new to it. So this is one of those topics where I don't really know how to feel, and I don't feel feelings, I guess, either way. Like, I'm not angry, I'm not overly worried or anything like that. And there's a couple reasons for this. One, because I've known people who were hired to write and work on things in the industry that they literally knew nothing about the subject. Like, I'm talking about nothing. One of my friends, he was hired to work on a project for a pretty big studio out there on a pretty big project. I can't reveal anything just because of, well, his safety and everything like that. But trust me when I tell you that he had no idea about the subject he was working on. And as a matter of fact, he was hired for that project because he pitched something completely opposite to the big studio that they invited him in to make a further pitch on. They saw something in him, in what he was pushing and the story and his capabilities, that they said, actually bring this energy and this to this project. And I can tell you that something else he's worked on that went just like this, that hit one of the streaming services, is something people absolutely love. But again, he worked on it and he had no idea about any of it. And he was brought on in like the third season. So again, it can happen. So what I'm trying to say and why I'm talking about this is because, to me, this is not the biggest issue. If you want to hire a very talented writer who has a great portfolio, who might have never seen Star Wars, that's fine. Everybody sees something for the first time at some point. Nobody's just born and they know everything about Star Wars. Some people discover it when they're children. Some when they're, toddlers. Some when they're teenagers. Some in their adult years. I have friends who have been to my house who've seen my giant Star Wars collection. They've never once seen Star Wars. It's just not their thing. But they understand, right? They know. They know what it is. They know the basics. It's fine. It's pop culture, right? So, to me, hiring people that have never watched Star Wars and then having them learn as they go and write interesting characters, that's fine. Because to write a character with a compelling history, story, and what makes them motivated, you don't need to know about Star Wars. You need to know about character writing. And many times, characters start as blank slates, and then they reverse write them. Bringing in writers to establish characters with flaws and things to them, like attributes, and then writing a show around them, could be beneficial. So I see nothing wrong with this. Everybody needs a first job somewhere, and certainly getting one with Star Wars, hey, that's a hell of a start.